So our series is called Relationship Dynamics, and relationships are not just about marriage. There are many other relationships that we engage in, and I believe that God has put different people around us to help us, to guide us, to empower us in different ways. So in your marriage, what relationships do you have to help you, to guide you when things are tough, to assist you if you have anyone? Like, are there voices that you're allowed to speak into your marriage? Is there anyone?
Sinabo abantu abasincedayo noma bengekho baningi. So into esiyibhekayo kubantu bazos-advisor, sibheka number 1 ukuthi si-advise umuntu onjani. Njengoba bengisho ngithi angeke siyolanda i-advice kumuntu, for example osasemjolweni sishadile. Ayikho advice lapho uzobuya ne-advice ene-virus. Yes. So i-advice like umuntu osi-advisayo or abantu abasi-advisayo, abantu asebekhulile, abakhule ngempela futhi abaziyo ukuthi umshado yini. Abake baba kule journey, abanye babo bahleli nje manje, ama-husband wabo awasekho nasemhlabeni kodwa basahleli. So angiyivumeli i-advice ephuma enganeni engashadanga, angiyithathi. Not ukuthi ayikho into e-right engayisho. Bakhona abantu abangashadanga but abangakutshela something abangakunceda emshadweni bakhona. But lapho kufanele u-double check, ube careful. So for me, I prefer umuntu osekhulile omdala owaziyo umshado. For example nje, angeke uthi use primary, let's take or use like grade 7. Angeke uthi ku grade 7 ufune like nine problem eyodwa nomuntu ne classmate. Awukwazi ukubuza ku classmate yakho enine problem inihlula nobabili, kufanele nithola umuntu
Next level.
Oku next level. So nala kwezama relationship kufanele ubheke ukuthi umuntu ofuna kuyena advice i-journey okuyona uke wayihamba yini, because awungikwazi ukufuna isolution kumuntu naye uqhawe leyo problem leyo. So abantu abasi-advisayo uphendula nje sinabo, but abantu asethe abakhulile.
Okay.
Yes.
Any addition?
No, he said it all.
Yeah, this reminds me of, I think it's Paul to Titus, where he said, older women, please advise younger women on how to be wives, and older men advise the younger men. That is an instruction. And to any older women and older men watching, please be that to us as young people, be that advice, be that guidance that we need as we go through the journey that you have been through. And you as a young person, be careful of who you get your advice and guidance from. So thinking, as I'm talking about advice, I'm thinking on challenges. There's no life, single, married, divorced, widowed. There isn't a single person who doesn't go through challenges. Challenges are part of life. Can we talk about your marriage? What would you say are or is the biggest challenge that you have been through or are going through?
All right. Our biggest challenge, or the challenge that we had when we got after getting married, my husband, after a year, and then he lost his job, and then that was my first challenge. I'm young. There's a lot of what society determines about your life. I had to look at it in a different way, in a different aspect. And I was thinking, if it was me losing my job, he would not have done what I would want to do.
At that time,
that time. So I asked God, I know it's going to be tough. It's going to be challenging. So I'll rather be the supporter in whatever that he does, in whatever business venture that he does, or even whatever that he's doing, because I didn't want to be one of those nagging women, just like the Proverbs 14 women, to say, a nagging wife.
Dripping water.
Yeah. So I was like, if I'm going to be one of those, I'm going to be taking advantage of someone that is not strong enough at that time.
Yeah.
And also, I had to look at his strengths, and I was like, God, you're going to help me, or you're going to be taking over of this relationship. So we had to look at that part, because you're looking at yourself, you're a young woman. Other women would have told, just leave him. Do you get me? But I was like, no ways. This challenge is for me. And then there was a time as well I got retrenched. It was the same way. Sometimes we had to even fight together to stay in this relationship. It was like one of that life-changing in a good way, because you saw your faults, you saw everything. I think even with the business adventures, this one is not working no more. Let's try this. But I thank God right now we have a stable something like your beekeeping, your agriculture, which he's doing and he's loving. And I'm also loving it. I'm also helping him, even though I was scared at the beginning.
Yeah.
But I've asked God, can you give me the grace to understand my husband? He's lucky enough. I was like, you're not going to be doing the house chores. Like, in as much as I'm working, I don't mind coming home cooking. I don't mind coming home. Yes, sometimes he does relieve me when I'm really tired.
Yeah.
But I don't make him see him as, since while you're at home, you're going to be doing everything. No, I'm not like that.
Yeah.
And I was not raised like that.
Yeah.
So I was told, when you're a wife, you need to cover your husband. Like a Proverbs 31 woman, she wakes up in the morning. She makes sure that her family, even when he goes preaching, you wake up, you iron his shirts, you do a lot of stuff for him. Yes, it's traditional, it's old school, but I feel like I'm an old school, trapped in a young person's body. But I thank God for it. I'm learning the attributes of my character day after day in and day out.
Yeah, no. Ama-challenges mem noma akhona amnandi.
Okay.
Yeah, for me amnandi, and angifuni umshado quiet. Yeah, angisabi.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So ezinye izinto zimbi zibhlungu, but sometimes zifana nesawoti salt. Yeah, usawoti mubi ne.
Yeah.
Yeah, noma ungawubeka careless abantwana bawuntshontshe because i-taste yawo mubi angithi. But yona lento embi if ingekho kwisishebo, isishebo sophenduka sibe sibi.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Meaning to say ukuthi khona ezinye izinto ezimbi nezibhlungu esingayifuni, but ngeso likaNkulunkulu siyadingeka.
Yeah.
Yeah, so ama-challenges amanyawo noma ngaphelanga nginandaba nawo. Yeah, amnandi asenza sisazi ukuthi okay, life ini la emhlabeni asikhona asikho kwa-anti. Fanele mawuyindoda uvuka uphande ubone ukuthi wenza kanjani. So ezinye izinto man angeke ngithandazele ukuthi ziphele. Ngithandazele ukuthi ngikhona ukuphila zikhona.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Eyokuphela komsebenzi akusiyinto entsha man, into ekhona. Lucky enough or ngomusa kaNkulunkulu ubhebe wami uya understand. Angaze ngibe naleyo nkinga yokuthi ngiphelele umsebenzi kuyena, like akaze angitreat like ngifeel ukuthi ngicine ngaze ngayoganga nyontshontsha. No. And even though futhi esebenza mina eyami into njobesho thi eyami into is like agriculture.
Yeah.
Isaqala. You understand? Isaqala isakhula. And ngithanda ivision yakho ukuthi uyibona isikhulile even isasencane. You understand? The way angitreata ngakhona usengitreata as if like nanka ama fruits akhona singakawadli yet, but you understand?
Yeah.
Aka supporting nayo mina. umusa kaNkulunkulu uNkulunkulu ungiphumusa ngine-support shem and ngingumuntu wabantu ngiphila nabantu ngiyamamela abantu ukukhala kwabo ngiyawazwela amadoda amanje South Africa amaningi asenkingini when it's come to kobaba kokomama isupport ayikho noma ikhona iza nomsindo. You understand? Kungcono uma umuntu angakunika ukudla ngokuthi akunika ukudla but ekhuluma. You understand? For mina ke ngicabanga uyabona nawe man ngi-right. Right, ama challenges ngiyawathanda siphila ngawo and umuntu weBhayibheli I believe kakhulu ekukhulumeni kwaNkulunkulu ukuthi all things work together for good, including wona ama challenges akhona but siphila nawo.